Hands up those of you who are feeling a little bit disappointed we didn't score 9. What's going on, people? Welcome back to Football Therapy with me, your host, Jan. Hope you're doing well. I really do hope that Chelsea have just slapped up Southampton away at their gaff. 6-0! 6! Scoring 5 in the first half. And I thought, come on. 9-0. They love a 9-0 every season. It's our turn. Come on. Maybe 10. That's the record, innit? Look, mate. Six goals. Chef's kiss. Absolutely brilliant. Some superb performances. A reaction from the Chelsea team that have been battered twice at home. Maybe we needed an away trip to sort of revitalise ourselves. Tuchel got a clean sheet. He got multiple goals. And he got to rest certain players. Take them off, wrap them up in cotton wool. I'm feeling good. Are you feeling good? If so, please do drop a like on the video to show that you're feeling good, man. I mean, top 4 is already locked down. Oh yeah, also subscribe if you're new. If you want to. Because we're closing on 150,000 subscribers. And you could be the difference, man. Don't you want to be that guy who helps tip me over the edge? In a good way. Because I'm always on the cusp of being tipped over the edge. In bad ways. Only joking. Look, man. I'm gassed. Mason Mount cut his hair. And he's turned back into prime Mason Mount. He's also a Pompey boy, so he ruddy ate Southampton, didn't he? I swear he always scores against Southampton. Timo Werner scored. We're going to look at the stats in a second. Timo Werner scored a brace. I swear he scored a brace against Southampton last season as well. It's one of the teams he likes to play against. In fact, let's look at the statistics here now to give us some guidance. Firstly, lineup. We'll start with a lineup. That makes sense. We played a 3-4-1-2. It ended with there. But with the starting centre-backs, we had Thiago Silva, we had Andreas Christensen at right centre-back, and Rudiger at left centre-back. We had the preferred midfield, I think, of Kovacic and Kante. The Cavante midfield, if you ask me. And we had Loftus-Cheek playing right wing back, who has got a bloody 8.1 rating here. You got Marcus Alonso at left wing back. Mason Mount played in the number 10 role and got a 10 rating on Who Scored. He got 2 goals and an assist. He was magnificent. Timo Werner. He also got a 10 there. He got 2 goals and hit the woodwork 3 times. I know in the first half he hit the left post and the crossbar, and I was like, oh my god, it's happening again. But we'll talk about his goals and the performance in just a second. Pulisic came on, was probably the least, probably was the weakest performer on the day. Hakim Ziyech comes on. Oh yeah, maybe Ziyech as well, but Pulisic got a lot more time. Havertz got a goal. He was wrapped in cotton wool and brought off, as was Thiago Silva. Southampton with a 3-back system, 3-1-4-2. Here, of course, they cannot play Armando Broja, our striker, because he's on loan for the same reason as Conor Gallagher can't play in the at Wembley against us in the Cup semi-final. So how did this go down, ladies and gentlemen? Before we talk about players and whatnot, let's have a look at the timeline. 8th minute, Marcus Alonso. And I remember this guy. I mean, I'm going to not necessarily remember all the goals, but I remember this goal because Mason Mount did that beautiful little assist where he takes it, almost flicks it around him. Was it over his shoulder or around him? He's got that sort of, knows the presence of Alonso's there. Alonso comes in, meets it with his left foot, hits it well. You know, he can definitely score a good goal. He scores nearly another goal in this game, Alonso. Played pretty darn well, actually. And look, caveat. Pause, everyone, caveat. Southampton were very accommodating in this game. But Southampton being very accommodating in this game doesn't take away the fact that Chelsea were indeed scintillating. 1-0! And then Mason Mount completes. Well, no, he doesn't complete. He continues his rage against the Southampton in the 16th minute, scoring a goal himself. Timo Werner in the 22nd minute at this point had already hit the woodwork twice in quick succession. Now he gets a goal. I think this is the good goal where it's a Timo Werner RB Leipzig Bundesliga goal where he's running on the break. He takes it around the player. He dummies it twice. He scores an absolutely lovely goal. And it looks like a goal from a striker who is really confident. Now, is he really confident because we're already 2-0 up in the first 20 or 16 minutes? I don't want to do him that disservice, but that was a lovely goal. It's like he just arrived from Leipzig. Like, that's the guy we signed. He's just been scoring those goals in Leipzig. He's just rocked up at Chelsea, and that's what he's just dropped that on us. Beautiful scenes. 3-0 up, 22 minutes. Kai Havertz. I think it's a bit of is it the tap in where Timo Werner tries to score again? Kai sweeps up into an open goal. At this point, 4-0 up. Right now, I'm thinking 10-0. 10-0. Everyone's scoring, everyone's looking good. Literally, Saints look like they have nothing, and we know they've got previous for capitulation. There's changes made, 36th and the 46th minute, from Ralph Hasenhüttl, Pulisic, and that's at half time as well. And then Pulisic comes on at half time, I think, for Kai Havertz, which is, I get it, Kai Havertz's first name on the team sheet in terms of attack at the moment, being a big game player, scoring headers and stuff. You'll need him against Real Madrid. You've got to take that game seriously. Rest him. We've won the game. We're 4-0 up at half time. Get Kai Havertz off. I totally get it. Pulisic comes on, doesn't really make a case for him starting against Madrid, if you ask me. Timo Werner gets his second. I think this is, again, Fraser Forster makes a good save. Timo Werner's there to tap it in. I think, to be honest, it's quite similar for the 6th goal with Mason Mount. I think that we're just forcing loads of saves. We're carving. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments. Creating loads of chances. Forster is he the highest rated player on? Okay, he's not. I mean, he's only got 6.1. I think if you concede 6 goals, it's never going to be great. But he was pretty good, man. He made loads of saves. Like, he's the only reason that we didn't score so many goals in the first half. Let's look at the stats for look, man, we had 24 shots on goal to their 4. I'm surprised they even had 4. We had over 71% possession, pretty good passing, not decent amount of dribbles, lots of aerials won, which is good to see from our side. And what's really good is, despite having 71.3% possession, we still had 13 more tackles than they did, which is testament. Usually, the team with the most tackles is the team without the ball. No, to me, that is an indicator, that is testament to Chelsea coming out with a passion and playing really well. That's an important piece of analysis, I think. From yours truly, they were dispossessed twice as many times. They did make a couple of errors leading to goals, but ultimately Chelsea was sensational, and it's honestly just the ticket. It's just the tonic before going to the Bernabeu. Obviously, Real Madrid lost 4-0 to Barcelona, I believe in the Bernabeu, but they didn't have Karim Benzema. I think when we play Real, you'll have to be a certain level of don't be that naive around Benzema, just don't let him cook. But we'll talk about player performances. Mendy made a good save. That's pretty much all he needed to do. Christensen was a lot better, obviously, than he was last time we saw him against Real Madrid. Rudiger was fine. Silva was fine. They were both great, but they didn't have to do anything amazing. Good to see Reece James come on. He played, of course, at right centre-back. Loftus-Cheek, man. I'm really keen to get your thoughts on Loftus-Cheek at right wing-back, because I was a bit worried when I saw him there. He just seemed like a massively utility player. It's interesting to see someone who Tuchel really thinks is a lone 6 and a pivot to play as a right wing-back. What do you think about that? Do you think he played really well? A lot of people did. I think he did, but a lot of people are thinking he was people are asking, should he start against Real Madrid? Which I think... Have I missed something? He might have been that good, but I'm not sure, so I want to get your opinion. For me, that's the midfield we start. The fact how we didn't start Kovacic against Real Madrid is close to a travesty, if you ask me. We absolutely should have. Kante's been poor lately, but Kovacic, he was good in this, he's fine in this game. Kovacic was magnificent. All I'm saying is, Kovacic needs to start in the midfield against all important games, I know he might be come off the bench as a ball progressor, game changer, super sub, but nah, bollocks. He's that good, you just start him. Mason Mount, absolutely incredible. Yes, he always plays really well against Southampton, but he's, people are saying online on Twitter, it's the haircut. He's cut his hair and he's because there was a comp of him released of him flicking his hair, touching his hair back all the time. And it's then the very next day he shaved his head and came back with a vengeance. Hashtag online bullying. Why, Havertz, what can you say about Havertz? He scored yet another goal. He looked like he was involved. Just playing one half, getting his Premier League goal. Tuchel probably got on his ear and was like, I'm resting you, mate. This is... I know you're probably having fun out there, but it's because you're so important that you're coming off. Mason Mount, incredible. Timo Werner, I don't think Timo Werner necessarily deserves the 10 rating that Who Scored have given Mason Mount, but he was very good. I mean, hitting the woodwork, does that crank up your score? Or does that lower your score because you technically haven't got it on target? Because it's like a shot, it's close, isn't it? But yeah, very, very good. I mean, to the point of if he starts against Real Madrid, you probably won't feel as worried. But very different teams. Southampton with nothing to play for versus Real Madrid in the Champions League in the Bernabeu. They're two different things. So, we'll see what... In terms of him versus Pulisic, I think this might have tipped the balance to start him over Pulisic. And then, yeah, man, Ziyech came on. He would have been disappointed not to stay and have a lot of fun in this game. Again, Ziyech is better in a back four system, not in this system. Plus, coming off the bench when the team is sort of chilled out a little bit, you don't get as much. I'll tell you who will be pissed off. Romelu Lukaku, because he would have been I want to play some football and score some goals. This looks like the perfect opportunity to play some football and score some goals. He might be utilised against Real Madrid because despite people having a go at him missing those 2 chances against Real Madrid, he got those 2 chances. Well, he met those 2 chances, and that's half the battle, isn't it? So he's an option, isn't it, to put balls into the box. £100 million, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think? Comment down below. I'm sure you're feeling good. Let me know your thoughts, feelings, and opinions on this game. Please do subscribe, comment. The dark abyss of the YouTube algorithm has hit me hard recently, and we're in the trenches, so I appreciate your support, man. See you soon. Peace.
You ain't so tough with that bad boy talk. I'ma get it how I'm living, I'ma walk the walk. Outline my lines, I rap through thought. Body bag the verse, outlined in chalk. In my life seen trouble, hustle on the double. Silence on the trigger like my pick got a muzzle. Yo chick like to guzzle, bad boy stay in trouble. I only love this paper, sorry I don't. I laugh me bitch.